He's a damn good boxer, but I don't think he can beat you. I just don't. I just don't.
I can't have as a superstar. You know, now that I have this piece that I kind of was missing, of course, I would love to keep fighting and kind of carry boxing. I actually lead this generation of young fighters of popularity and now of being a world champion. So I have all the opportunities to become the face of boxing, but now I just have to prove it with my dedication and all my fights that are going to be lined up. I have to do it, man.
You are, I have no doubt about it. But I asked a very direct question. This is first thing. He don't know me that well yet. Who do you are? Like, who's the guy?
Garcia.
Yeah, that's all I want to hear. That's all I want to hear, Dana. That's what I was asking about. What about you, Dana? What do you?
Oh yeah,
There's no I in team. So you know, I don't do things on my own. I do things with my team. We all share the same vision. That's important for me. That's a must. Is we all share the same goals and. You know, we've got a long-term plan here, and no doubt we'll execute it. Right. My job is to stay in the gym and give 100% in training, and the team allow me, with the same vision we have, to allow me to fully focus on being the best fighter I can be and deliver entertainment to the public.
Dana, I'm told that you have an announcement.
Conor Benn is focused on one thing, becoming a major name in boxing and taking on the biggest fights possible. He says he has worked extremely hard to become the mandatory challenger for the WBC world title, and now he wants to make the most of that opportunity. When it comes to a possible fight with Ryan Garcia, Benn says he is open to different options because plenty of fighters have called him out. His goal is simple: face the toughest opponents, create huge moments, and make nights that boxing fans will never forget. Benn finishes with a clear message: whoever wants to challenge him, he is ready to fight.
And the potential for a fight against him is what everybody's been making noise about as well. Where is your head in regards to that? What fight do you want? What have you told Dana White?
Listen,
the fight that you want?
We're going to try and make the WBC world title. You know, I'm mandatory for that shot. I've worked hard to get to that shot, but ultimately I'm not sure of options. You know, there's plenty of fighters calling me out, so we'll see what's there. Whatever fight the public want, they can get. I'm here because I want to make the biggest fights possible. I want to make the most memorable nights in boxing. You know, the ones where people go, "Cool, what a fight, what a night." Something to remember, history made, legacy made. That's why I'm here. So whoever wants it can get it.
Ryan Garcia says Conor Benn has been talking about this fight for the past 1 or 2 years. He remembers Benn approaching him at an awards show in London, and that moment kept Benn on his radar. Now, with Benn ranked among the top fighters and Garcia holding a world championship, Ryan believes the time is finally right. He says there is no reason to keep waiting. Garcia has decided to accept the challenge and move forward with the fight. After all the talk and anticipation, Ryan is making it clear there's no more waiting. Now it's time to fight.
He's been talking for some time. It hasn't even just been recently. You know, it's been maybe a year, 2 years. He actually pulled up on me in London and, you know, tried to fight me, start some trouble at a award show. So ever since then, he's been on my radar. But since he's #1 and I'm world champion, I said, let's do it. You know, there's no more waiting. Let's just get it on.
That's right.
Conor Benn says his main goal is to give fans real value for their money by delivering exciting fights they actually want to see. He believes boxing has changed, with too many fighters becoming focused on protecting their undefeated records. Benn says this has made some fighters scared of losing and too careful in the ring. But Benn sees things differently. He says he would rather lose in an exciting fight than win a boring one. For him, boxing is about giving everything he has, fighting with his heart on his sleeve, and making sure every performance gives the fans a night to remember.
Give people value for money. I want to give people the fights that they want. You ain't always going to have an unbelievable night in the office. Sometimes the styles don't suit, they don't match up. But ultimately, I feel like it changed with Mayweather when he come along and it was the undefeated record. Everyone was scared of losing. Ultimately, I'd rather lose an exciting fight than win a boring fight, because then it's like, did you even win?
Yeah.
You know, so for me, I just want to give people value for money. I want people to want to tune into a Conor Benn fight, win, lose or draw. You know, I fight with my heart on my sleeve, and they're getting everything I've got. I pour my soul into my fights, and I give them every shot I have.
I'll close with this.
Ryan Garcia says he has always wanted to become the face of boxing. He already had a huge following and the attention that comes with being a superstar, but he felt something was missing: a world title. Now that he has the belt, Garcia believes he has what it takes to lead this new generation of fighters, both in popularity and in the ring. But he knows having the platform isn't enough. Garcia says he now wants to prove himself through hard work, dedication, and his upcoming fights. For him, the next step is showing everyone that he truly belongs at the top.
Don't hesitate to back it up. when you have the opportunity to do so. I want to know, however, where your headspace is at from the standpoint, once upon a time, you were thinking about being the face of boxing. Do you still think about that right now? Or is it just one of those situations where having only 3 fights in the last 3 years, you're just simply taking one fight at a time?
Well, you know, as I'm a world champion now, and now that I feel like I have the belt, and, you know, I've always had the following, I've always had, you know, all the opportunity.
Ryan Garcia dads believe Conor Benn has plenty of confidence, but they question whether he has the power and ability to back it up. They say Benn can talk and show heart, but that alone won't be enough to win this fight. Garcia believes Benn is too focused on other things, especially the weight and Ryan's boxing skills, and says that could become a major mistake. Ryan even calls Benn a dumbass, in his own words. Garcia's message is simple. Benn will need more than just confidence. He'll need different gears and the ability to adjust if he wants to win.
He's got some bark in him, you know. But that's not going to cut it. You know, he's got to have a strong bite, and we don't think he has, you know. So he's all bark, you know, and that's what he's got. He's got bark and heart. So if he's concerned about language, that's where his first mistake is. That's why he's gonna lose. He's more concerned about Ryan's Spanish than his boxing skills. He's like Brian says, he's a dumbass. You know, that's Ryan's words, okay? And that's one of the reasons why we're like, dude, I mean, what are you talking about? I mean, you're more worried about, you know, the Mexican language? I mean, come on, bro. That's so stupid. You know, worry about what you're gonna be, you know, if you're gonna be prepared, if you're gonna make weight, if you're gonna you know, have the skills. I think he should gear more towards that because he's going to need it.
Ryan trusts his team and strength and conditioning coach, who believes he can comfortably make 140 pounds if the opportunities arise. He expresses interest in fighting Shakur Stevenson. He also mentions the possibility of a rematch. He emphasizes his desire to see the sport of boxing thrive at the top level and is eager to make these high-profile fights happen because he believes in his ability to win regarding Conor Benn. He confirms he would be interested in defending his title at 147 pounds if that match materializes.
He said that he believes that I can make 140 comfortably. You know, I trust, you know, the people, my team around me. If their opportunity presents itself, I would love to fight Shakur Stevenson, or we could bring a Gervonta back, you know, from wherever he's at, you know, resurrect him for, you know what I mean? Like, let's go. I want that. If the opportunity presents itself, I just want boxing to be at the top. You know, I'm gonna make these fights happen, and I know I could beat these guys. Conor Benn, of course, 147, I would love to defend my title. And if that happens, let's do that too.
Littard reveals that he spent the early part of training camp working alongside Conor Benn. From what he has seen, Benn is in great spirits and training extremely hard every day. Littard says the intensity in the gym has given him even more confidence in Benn's chances. He believes his stablemate is ready for the challenge and has what it takes to pull off a huge victory. Littard is so confident that he plans to be there in Las Vegas to watch it happen, and he expects the fight to end with what he calls a monumental upset.
Of course, in the same gym as Conor Benn. I mean, have you seen much of Conor? Have you had many dealings with him? Any conversations?
Yeah, I see him for the first few weeks when he started camp. You know, he's in high spirits. Yeah, he grafts hard, Conor, you know, and he definitely really fancies himself in this fight. So I'm going to be out there in Vegas to watch it. I'm really looking forward to it, to be fair. And I think it's going to be a monumental upset.
Bernie says the potential fight between Conor Benn and Ryan Garcia for the WBC title. He suggests that the matchup is driven by politics and money rather than competitive merit, noting that Benn was moved up to the #1 spot primarily due to these external factors. Additionally, he expresses doubt that the recent win by Benn truly warranted a championship opportunity, but acknowledges the reality of the sport where, if a fighter can do numbers or has the right connections, such opportunities can arise. The speaker concludes by stating he would favor Ryan Garcia in that matchup.
I mean, well, they pushed him up to #1, you know, so it's politics and money, you know, pressing to #1. I don't think this win warranted a shot at the championship, but, you know, Ryan Garcia is coming off a loss and got a shot at the championship. So boxing is a shaky game, you know. I guess if you can, quote unquote, do numbers or have the right political connections, you know, anything has happened. But
Bernie discusses Ryan Garcia's boxing style, characterizing him as a sloppy fighter. He explains that Garcia lacks the necessary finishing skill set to capitalize on an opportunity if he were to hurt an opponent. According to the speaker, if Garcia were to hurt someone in the ring, he would likely go wild in his attempt to finish the fight, ultimately missing the mark and failing to put his opponent in a position to be stopped.
A sloppy fighter, you know, if maybe he catches him with a good punch and stops him, but far as his finishing skill set, no. I think if he hurt him, he would go wild trying to finish him and miss the mark. You know, he's not gonna, if he gets him hurt, he's not gonna be able to put him in a position to get him to stop out. He don't have that skill set.
Ryan Garcia and Conor Benn from a stylistic perspective. He predicts that Ryan Garcia would likely outbox Conor Benn, comparing his potential approach to the way he fought Barrios. That they note that Benn is shorter and he expects Garcia to dominate based on his previous performance. When asked if Garcia would stop Benn, the speaker expresses skepticism, suggesting the result would likely mirror the Barrios fight, where Garcia outboxed his opponent rather than securing a knockout.
I think Ryan outboxes him. I think I think he's going to piggyback off what he did against Barrios. Conor Benn is a lot shorter. And, you know, I think he's going to piggyback off of that and probably dominate Conor Benn.
Okay. So do you think, would it be more of a dominant performance than the Arnold, the whatchamacallit, Barrios fight? Or do you feel like he would show, you know, more of class? Like, listen, you're not even on that level of a Barrios type of a deal, because people are searching to see where is Conor Benn. He faces a two-time champion, Regis Prograis, but a past Regis Prograis. Even Regis Prograis wanted to pull out the fight numerous of times. I mean, where do you level him at? Like, you're saying he's outbox him. Does he stop him?
Gareth A. Davis raised concerns about whether Benn can effectively reach the required 147-pound weight limit, suggesting that if he struggles with this, he may face difficulties against Ryan Garcia. Garcia is described as a powerful puncher at this weight class, specifically noted for his dangerous left hook. Due to these factors, Gareth A. Davies predicts that Benn will be stopped by Garcia in this matchup. Finally, the speakers highlight that, regardless of winning a world title, Benn remains in a position to have a highly successful financial career in the sport.
He is a box office star through thin and thick, thinner, thick and thicker, controversy and the like. You know, he's got star character and star qualities. If he's going to make 147, if he's good at the weight, it'll be a good fight. If he has really struggled at the weight, he's going to struggle against Garcia, who is a massive puncher at welterweight with both left and right hooks, notably that left hook. It's a dangerous fight for him. I think it'll deliver all the way to the fight, but I'm afraid I think he'll get knocked out by Ryan Garcia, unless he knocks Garcia out himself. I want to see Devin Haney in with Ryan Garcia as well in the rematch. That's a massive fight. But Conor Benn, I've said this before and I will say it again, could end up with 50, 60, 70 million in the bank and never win a world title. And that's an extraordinary thing to say, but it will make him a very successful boxer in this period.
If you're Malik Nagy predicted that Ryan Garcia would win by knockout, stating his belief that the fight would not go beyond 6 rounds. He attributes this outcome to a significant disparity in both skill and power between the two fighters. Malik Nagy offers his critical view that Conor Benn is not at a high enough level for this matchup. He concludes by suggesting that this fight would represent a prime opportunity for Ryan Garcia to demonstrate his abilities and secure a massive destructive type of victory to make a statement.
On Garcia Benn, I mean, a lot of people saying that Garcia is too skilled.
Ryan knocks him out. The fight doesn't go 6 rounds, in my opinion. Ryan knocks him out.
Why is that? Is that the disparity in skill, or?
Yeah, I mean, disparity in skill, disparity in power. I don't think Conor Benn's that good, bro. I think it's obvious he's not that good, but, you know, Ryan Garcia is a very good fighter. You know, when he's motivated and he's pushing himself, and I think, you know, as a champion, Ryan will understand the responsibility on his shoulders as well to elevate his game. He's already at a very good level. He's already a very good fighter. But this fight is an opportunity for him to make a statement, because he's fighting a guy who's got a big name, but also a guy who probably doesn't belong in the ring with him. And so I think he's got a chance to do something of a statement in this fight by getting, you know, a massive destructive type of victory and I think that that's probably what happens in the fight.
Conor Benn's performance at 147 pounds is a big question because he hasn't fought at this weight in 4 years. He has competed at higher weight classes during that time, so making 147 could be a challenge. The key will be whether Benn can make the weight without losing his strength, speed, and energy. If he manages the weight well, he could still perform at a high level, but how his body responds on fight night will be crucial.
With that. Oh, absolutely. Ralph, 147, we haven't seen Conor Benn at 147 in 4 years, right? Christian Eubank weight drained at 160, right? The smaller Progress at 150.
Fans are eagerly waiting for the weigh-in to see how both fighters look on the scales. The weigh-in could reveal a lot, especially if either fighter has struggled to make the weight. Everyone will be watching closely to see who looks strong, healthy, and ready for the challenge. One of the hosts is especially confident in Ryan Garcia's chances. He points to Garcia's incredible speed as one of his biggest weapons, along with his dangerous left hook. If Ryan can use that speed and land his left hook at the right time, it could create serious problems for Conor Benn when they finally step into the ring.
Well, it remains to be seen. He's now older, and these fights that he just had, with Eubank and Progress, they weren't fights that were like simple fights. There were fights, there were wars, many wars. So I'm anxious to see what he's going to look like the day of the weigh-in. As Brian knows, you can always tell when someone struggled in the weigh-in, and you can tell when someone's completely drained. And we'll see. I just know that Ryan Garcia at 140, at 147, that left hook is unbelievable. And again, I don't see.
Liam Goff believes the Ryan Garcia versus Conor Benn fight could be exciting even before the opening bell. With both fighters bringing big personalities, confidence, and plenty of energy, the build-up alone could create a lot of attention and drama. But when it comes to picking a winner, Goff is leaning toward Ryan Garcia. He knows Conor Benn is a dangerous opponent, but he believes Garcia has the edge. When these two finally step into the ring, Goff expects Ryan Garcia to rise to the occasion and come out on top.
That is that. Ryan Garcia, Conor Benn, T-Mobile Arena, September 12th, live on DAZN and on Paramount in the US. I'd say DAZN, it'll do decent numbers in the UK. This fight, Conor Benn being involved, the UK audience will buy it. But if DAZN got that fully, as in pay-per-view in the US and the UK, oh boy, they'd be laughing all the way to the bank. But they've got something out of it, if nothing else. Ryan Garcia, Conor Benn, I'm all for it. I think Ryan Garcia is going to win, but I'm all for the build-up. The build-up is going to be...
Sean Haneys shared his thoughts on the Ryan Garcia versus Conor Benn matchup. He admits he hasn't followed Benn's career closely, but he did watch Benn's performance against Regis Progress. From what he saw, Sean believes Ryan Garcia has the skills and power to potentially stop Benn. Bill Haney also gave his prediction, joking that this is not a fight he would want to bet his money on. But when it comes down to choosing a winner, Bill is also leaning toward Ryan Garcia. Both Haneys see Garcia as the fighter with the advantage.
What do we see in that fight?
Well, you see my expression changed. You see, I just started looking. Now you've changed the show from PG to rated. Now,
go ahead, Sean. Kick it off.
Yeah, Sean. Hold me back. Let Sean talk.
I got you. I'll hold him back. Two tough opponents, not really hip on Conor Benn like that. I seen his last fight against Regis Prograis where, he really went life or death with Regis Prograis, and, my brother 12-0'd him. So, if I had to put money on somebody, I'd have to go with Ryan. And I think Ryan can end up stopping him.
Bill, it may pain you, but is it what he said?
I could think of a lot of other things than putting money on Ryan Garcia. I'm going to just say I'm rolling with him.
Oscar says both he and Ryan Garcia are fully committed to making this upcoming event a huge success. His main focus is making sure Ryan gets the respect and support he deserves while being completely prepared for Conor Benn. Oscar explains that they are working closely together and leaving no stone unturned in Ryan's training. The goal is for Ryan to enter the ring confident, sharp, and ready to deliver his best performance. Oscar believes all the hard work is preparing Ryan to rise to the occasion, take the throne, and show everyone what he is truly capable of.
We had a talk the other day. It's great. It's good. We had a discussion the other day, and I know he said a couple of things on your show and this and that, but we talked to each other. Everything's great. We're gonna make sure that this event is big. We're gonna make sure that Ryan gets what he deserves, that he's treated the way he deserves, and just make sure that he's ready and prepared to go up and take the throne from Conor Benn. I mean, he has no throne, but I'm saying, make sure that he goes out there 100% and beats Conor Benn.
So that's interesting.